Good afternoon. We will continue with the Constitution, Parliamentary Committees. I told you in the last class, since 1954-55, the composition of PAC had been changed, and now it consists of 22 members, of whom 15 are from Lok Sabha and 7 are from Rajya Sabha. The members are elected by a system of proportional representation by single transferable vote. So remember, the point from PT point of view, it is an elected committee. The chairman of the committee is nominated by the speaker. Who is nominating? Chairman. The speaker nominates among the members of the PAC. And remember, because speaker is nominating, the Rajya Sabha members are included. Even though Rajya Sabha members are included in PAC, you cannot call this committee a joint committee because it is a Lok Sabha committee, because the chairman is nominated by the speaker. So it is a Lok Sabha committee. You cannot call this as a joint committee because it has got Rajya Sabha members. No doubt it has Rajya Sabha members, but it is not a joint committee. It is only a Lok Sabha committee, and the chairman is nominated by speaker among the members of PAC. Now, up to the end of third Lok Sabha, the chairman of the committee was chosen from the majority party in parliament. Till when? Up to the end of third Lok Sabha. Then, however, in 1967, a member of opposition group, that is Swatantra Party, was for the first time appointed as PAC chairman. And this convention still continues. Remember, this convention of PAC having an opposition member as chairman continues as a convention. In other words, of all the finance committees, we have 3 finance committees. I told you, PAC and Estimate Committee and Committee on Public Undertaking. We have 3 finance committees. Of all the 3 finance committees, PAC is the only committee which has a chairman from the leading opposition party. And the term of the individual member is 1 year. The term of the individual member is 1 year, even though the tenure of the committee is coterminous with the term of Lok Sabha. The tenure of the committee is coterminous with the term of Lok Sabha, but the term of individual member is 1 year. That means after 1 year, the member can be re-elected or new member can be nominated. It is up to the election. The election is by a proportional representation by single transferable vote. The members are eligible for re-election for any number of times. Most important point, the minister cannot be a member. So, it is an elected committee and the minister cannot be a member. Minister cannot be a member, and even though Rajya Sabha members are included, it is not a joint committee, it is a Lok Sabha committee. These 3 points are important from the examination point of view. In addition, 1921, Montague-Chelmsford reforms, and the first initially, what is called only, it had rise to 15 members, then now it is 22 members. So this is the position. Now, what is the main function of the committee? The main function of the committee is to examine the reports of CAG. To examine the reports of CAG. That is the main job. See, I told you this, that the CAG presents the report to the president. CAG submits its reports to whom? To the president, who in turn causes the report to be placed in the parliament. The CAG submits its report to the president, and president causes the report to be placed on the table of both the houses. Then it is sent to the PSC. So CAG submits 3 reports to the president. What are the 3 reports? audit report on appropriation accounts, very important. 3 reports: audit report on appropriation accounts, audit report on finance accounts, audit report on public sector undertakings. This third report, that is the audit report on public sector undertaking, is referred to Committee on Public Undertaking. Committee on Public Undertaking, COPU. And it was established on the recommendation of Krishnamenon Committee. Earlier, it was the PAC was looking after both the public sector units as well as the other other reports. Now it has been given to the COPU, that is Committee on Public Undertaking. So we have got the appropriation accounts and audit report on finance accounts. The committee, that is Public Accounts Committee, examines all public expenditure, not only from the legal point, not only from the formal point, to find out technical irregularities, and also economic prudence, wisdom, propriety, faithfulness. It is not a mere auditor. It is not expenditure receipt whether it is correctly balanced. No. You have to see, the PAC is to see the economic prudence of expenditure, wisdom of expenditure, faithfulness of the expenditure, propriety of expenditure. All these things it has to see. And it should ensure that whatever money has been spent was legally sanctioned. Whatever money has been spent was legally sanctioned. Number one, whether the expenditure conforms to the authority, whether for every expenditure whether there is any authority. Number two. Number three, whether the reappropriation was done as per the rules. What is reappropriation? Appropriation means expenditure. You appropriate that amount. Re means again, from one head to the another head. Suppose works head for construction of building, you have got 50 crores. Whether from construction of building of 50 crores, whether you can transfer this amount to the salary? No, it is not permissible. So reappropriation means from one transfer of funds from one head to another head. We have got in the Ministry of Finance has arranged 27 heads, that is called primary units. So you cannot transfer funds from one head to another head. Some totally forbidden. For instance, for charged expenditure to voted expenditure, we can never do it because it is totally forbidden. There are certain items with the permission of the Finance Ministry you can do. Certain powers are given to the Secretary himself. He can transfer the fund from one fund to another fund. So when you examine the expenditure statement, you have to see whether the appropriation or reappropriation has been done according to the rules. Under there is a rule called Delegation of Financial Powers Rules, 1978, and whether these rules have been followed in the appropriation or reappropriation of expenditure. This one. Secondly, whether there is any excess expenditure incurred without the approval of Lok Sabha. This is the most important, most serious thing. Suppose see what is the basic rule? You cannot spend even a single pie without the authority of Lok Sabha from Consolidated Fund of India. You cannot draw even a single pie from Consolidated Fund of India without the express approval of Lok Sabha. So the main point you should look at is whether any money has been spent by any ministry without the approval of Lok Sabha, without the grants being sanctioned in the budget, included in the budget. Whether if there are such instances, you should make a special report to the Lok Sabha. And those appropriation accounts should not be signed. It can be presented to Lok Sabha only after clearance by PAC. So these are all the 4 things the Public Accounts Committee should see. So secondly, from the examination point of view, you should know the following points. Number 1, PAC is a watchdog of public finance. PAC is a watchdog of public finance. CAG is the friend, guide and philosopher of PAC. Even though PSC is not a constitutional functionary, do you know that oath of CAG and judges of Supreme Court are same? The oath of office administered to CAG and oath of office administered to judges of Supreme Court, including Chief Justice of India, are same. What does it mean? CAG are equal to the Supreme Court judge. So they have to maintain the faithful maintenance of the expenditure. They are the watchdog of public finance. They are the friend, guide, and what is called philosopher of PSC. So, in fact, PSC and CAG has a complementary role. They have a complementary role. With this, we will end the class. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.